What's up, y'all? It's your boy Starseed. Welcome to my sports channel. This will be the very first video. I just want to talk about the NBA offseason in this. I kind of want to introduce myself as well. People that may know me from like my gaming stuff or my lifestyle stuff or whatever I posted. I posted a bunch of stuff on my old account, which was just my regular Starseed, and I'll continue to post on that account. I just want to be able to, niche it down and be able to talk about more specific things and kind of have the channel be revolved around that specific niche. So, yeah, I guess let's get into the off season. So I'm gonna start with some of the biggest news. I was able to upload a reel not too long ago, and it just got me thinking about the NBA offseason. It got me thinking about all the moves that happened. I had seen a tweet. It was like every new edition officially acquired via trade, free agency through the 6 weeks of the offseason. And honestly, yeah, it is one of the craziest off seasons ever. This is probably on par, and don't quote me, it's probably on par with like the 2016 season, or better. Honestly, I think it's better than the 2016 season. 2016 season had a lot of big moves. Well, no, sorry, maybe it wasn't the 2016 season. I believe it was. And again, sorry, I'm just kind of gonna ramble through this, but I kind of want the channel to be like on some casual. We're just talking. I'm not gonna be like too sweaty on basketball or UFC. I'm not gonna be too sweaty about it. I wouldn't say I'm a casual. I very much love basketball, and I also love combat sports as well. I think all of it is very interesting, but I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm not gonna be sitting there talking about the people on the undercard that I don't know about. I'll maybe like do a parlay and we'll talk about it or something, but for the most part, I kind of want this to be like casual talk. I'm not gonna be talking too analytical about like DHL ball screens and like certain plays, like elevator cuts. I'm not gonna be talking about that stuff. As much as I do enjoy the art of basketball, I'm kind of just gonna be talking from like a fan perspective. Again, I kind of got off track, but here in the picture that you guys may see, you'll see that there's been a ton of moves. I believe the Atlanta Hawks, yeah, they picked up Lou Dort and they traded away Alexander Ricochet. I think that's a good pickup. I'm not gonna go through all these. I'm gonna go through maybe like the most interesting ones. And as a Heat fan, I'm gonna go through like the Heat. So yeah, I guess so let's start with Atlanta because that was the first one I talked about. They made a lot of big moves. They traded away Trae Young this year. I don't know how. I just don't know what the Atlanta Hawks are doing. I think maybe they're going younger. I definitely don't think they're going to be competing, but they definitely made a lot of moves this offseason, so they'll maybe be exciting to see. I wouldn't say they're on my watch list personally. I've also never really liked the Hawks, mainly because of Trae Young. If Trae Young doesn't have any haters, then I'm definitely dead. But aside from that, let's talk about the Celtics. I see the Celtics, how they've been doing. They acquired Paul George. Is that Mike Conley? They got Mike Conley, and I guess they got Mitchell Robinson. To be honest, I feel like the Celtics are going to be terrible next year. Not terrible. They're gonna be worse than they were in a previous year. I don't think the Celtics will be as good this year. They traded away Jaylen Brown. They kind of allowed NBA Twitter to kind of like bully them out of having a really good player in Jaylen Brown, a Finals MVP at that. Jaylen Brown can hoop, and despite him not having a real left hand, but I think he's like polished up that part of his game. The Lakers. We're gonna look at the Lakers. The Lakers made a lot of moves. They picked up damn near a whole like white boy starting 5 squad, and they might cook with that squad. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know who this Marshawn Mashelli. I don't know his name. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know his name, but I know they picked up Walker Kessler. They're gonna need that. That's a good big. I think the Lakers will do pretty well next season, to be honest. I think the outlook for most people on the Lakers is that they probably won't be that good, but well, maybe they will be. But I think other people's aspect is they spent too much money on Walker Kessler and the rest of the pickups and didn't really address like all these other needs. I think that's like the outlook for most people. But if you're a Lakers fan, let me know what you guys feel, because losing LeBron and just having a Luka-led team, and now they've kind of like built around Luka, it definitely must be a different adjustment. So we'll see how that goes. I definitely think the Lakers are probably on my watch list next year. The Miami Heat, shout out to the Heat, man. They had this entire offseason. All this happened because Bam wanted to score 83, and I'm gonna stamp that and I'm gonna keep that. You guys can quote me on that. All this happened just because Bam decided to score 83 points this year, or last season, and yeah, I mean, thank the Heat for the greatest offseason in NBA history. But as the Heat acquire Bobby Portis, they get Giannis Antetokounmpo, which I'm pretty happy about. I think that I wanted to have more. From a Heat fan, I wanted them to have more moves than just what was given. I feel like we're still kind of an incomplete roster. We lost Norman Powell. We got Tyler Hero off my team, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I have never been a Tyler Hero like fan. I've never really been a Tyler Hero fan. He was cool. He was all right, but like he had too much dip on his chip. He always thought like he was a Luka type player. Bro, you are not him. I never thought why. And he had a good season. He made All-Star like one of those seasons, but I mean, I wouldn't say I'm a hater, but I've just never been too high on Tyler Hero, and I'm kind of glad he's off my team, and I'm kind of glad Bam punched him. He got punched by the second best scorer in NBA history. He should probably be like happy about that. Anyways, yeah, I think the Heat still have a few more moves to go. We picked up, you know, the Heat. If you know the Heat, you know the Heat can do a lot with a little. They made the NBA Finals twice with Jimmy Butler, Bam, and some bums, and Goran Dragic that first year, and they went up against LeBron James and the Lakers. I don't want to get too into it. The Heat can do a lot with a little. Remember, we had Caleb Martin and freaking who's it? Gabe Vincent. We had Gabe Vincent trying to who are these people? They're bums now. Like, they left the Heat, they're bums. Anyways, the Bucks right under the Heat in this picture. You know, Tyler Hero goes to the Bucks. He goes back to Milwaukee again. Like I said, I've never been too high on Tyler Hero. I believe he'll probably let's see. You know, this is like such a let's see kind of season. LeBron going to the Sixers. Real quick, Golden State didn't have anybody, and I think that's hilarious. They really didn't pick anybody up. They didn't try to trade Jimmy Butler. I think Jimmy Butler is done. Real quick side note, I think Jimmy Butler's career is done. He has an ACL tear. He's pretty old. Shout out to Jimmy Butler, though. He was like one of my favorite players when he was on the Heat. And I'll never take away those finals runs, but it kind of got nasty towards the end. Anyways, somebody coming from the, you know, Philadelphia area, it's just kind of surreal that LeBron James is going to be playing in that arena with Joel Embiid, with Jaylen Brown. Wow, like, that team is stacked. And I forgot that they picked up Anthony Simons as well. That team is really stacked. I'm definitely going to go back up to Philly to probably watch a game and see LeBron James. What could be LeBron James last season. Philly fans, I hope that you guys get a ring. A lot of my good friends are Phillies fans. I've never been on some, like, I enjoy watching the Phillies, or so the Sixers fans. Sorry, I keep saying Phillies. The Sixers. I've never been, like, too big on watching the Sixers, but shout out to Sixers fans. I hope they enjoy that. I hope they enjoy, like, LeBron being on their team, and he doesn't have to, like, carry the team. He's got a lot of people that can score on his team. He's got Joel Embiid. He's got I think VJ Edgecombe is going to have a good season. I think there was, real quick side note, there is a crazy butterfly effect from when the Sixers traded Jared McCain to the Thunder. And it is a crazy effect. It's a crazy effect that all that from this trade, they get to LeBron James, Jaylen Brown, and, you know, they're able to make some things happen. So shout out to the Sixers. I'm not, like I said, I'll be watching the Sixers because it's got LeBron James. And if you guys didn't already know from my first video, I think LeBron is the GOAT. LeBron James is the best player that I've ever watched in my generation. I've never watched Michael Jordan. I don't know what Michael Jordan, like, I've seen it on clips, but I've never seen Michael Jordan come back 3-1. You know what I'm saying? Like, LeBron is doing, like, actual stuff, or not, let me not say actual stuff, but it's crazy historical feats. And I understand Jordan had 6 rings, but I also believe this NBA era, I would say, is a lot more difficult. There's a lot more talent in the NBA, and you see it with the talent just shifting around. There is a lot of talented players and a lot of stacked teams. It is really hard to win a championship. And that'll do it for the video, guys. I can't wait to watch the NBA season, this upcoming season. If you guys liked what you saw editing wise, go ahead and check out my guy Avenue. He'll go ahead and put all his stuff here, but yeah, check us out. See you guys in the next video.